Hi there, Lloyd Machedo. Speaking to you from LloydMachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding? I got this message online. The first message was from this guy. His name is Machedo. He says, "Hi, watch your video. FYI, if you followed the news yesterday, our government already supporting expats who want a long-term visa after retirement. We welcome all nationals. All the best. Peace and love to all the nations. Regards, Emirati." My respect to you, my man. You spoke to me very graciously. I give you my respect. Like I said, there are a lot of Emirati Arab locals, lots of them who are really nice, and I give my respect to them. Then I had a guy who sent me this message. This guy is a member of Illuminati. Ooh, Illuminati. I am Illuminati. Illuminati. Okay, fine. I'm Illuminati, and I worship Satanism. Hail Satan! Hail! Okay, worship the devils. Bastard guy. Okay. And he says, the UAE government has taken some positive steps for expatriates, which this jerk will never speak of. All right. This jerk, Illuminati and Satanism, is going to speak. And he gave me the link. He's a freelancing pimp in Thailand. Pimp. Okay. So, sir, Mr. Mohammed, I will read the news. Since you said I don't read the news, I will read the news. Okay. So it seems the UAE government has taken some positive steps. So I'm reading from the National. UAE to allow expats to retire on a 5-year visa, Sheikh Mohammed says. I respect Sheikh Mohammed. I think he's a great leader. I think he's an amazing human being. So nothing bad to speak about him. I admire a guy who can make a desert into a global hub. Okay. So what it says here is expat aged 55 and over will be eligible to secure a 5-year retirement as of next year. Good. Now, that's good. So 5-year visa for all the people who are going to retire. If they meet a series of requirements, now let's look at the requirements. Requirements are, the cabinet on Sunday approved a plan to allow non-Emiratis to remain in UAE from 2019. Good. You are helping the poor, the needy, the people. Okay. So they must have properties worth 2 million. To do so, they must have properties worth at least 2 million. Two million. Okay. Or at least have 1 million in the savings or active income of more than 20,000 per month. You know, right now, I'm pretty sure the expatriates who are reading this, you know, what is the reaction they want to give? Oh, devare, endi ammo, yenda ammo. This is how my brothers from United Kerala would do. Yenda ammo. This is how they would react. I'm not joking. Most of the expatriates want to do the this is how they want to react. Okay? I'm pretty sure many of them want to this is what they want to react. Okay? But they can't react because if you do that, you'll be jailed. So all of them are like, good. Well, only 2 million. 2 million. Look, I like to be as realistic as possible. Okay? I'm not trying to badmouth UAE. I'm not trying to badmouth anybody. But if somebody had 2 million, they wouldn't stay in Dubai. They would go back to their home country. I don't know which moron is giving these suggestions to the cabinet members. Which idiot? You need to get that idiot shot. If somebody had 2 million, you can retire in a third world country like Philippines, like let's say Bali, Thailand. You'll be treated like king, like a god, and you can live paying 80% less than what you're paying in Dubai and enjoy the same facilities in Dubai. So if someone had 1 million in the bank or 2 million, why would they stay in Dubai, which is a no man's land, which is so expensive for medical, there's no nature, there is no greenery, the climate is so hot, you can't mix with the family, you can't go out. They would go back to their home country, they would go back to India, they would go back to Pakistan, they would go back to Sri Lanka and live like kings over there. And here's the thing, this rule is only for the rich people. It's only for the rich, the ones who are millions. And the ones who are millions with their families, they'll stay there. 80% are poor. 80% don't even have 100,000 in their bank. 80%. So the core, the foundation. So you don't care about them. You just want the rich and big. Let me tell you, newsflash. I'm speaking to the guys in the cabinet who are making these crazy rules. Listen, if someone has 2 million and he has to retire, he'll go back to his country and live like a king. He'll go back to Philippines, he'll go back to Bali, he'll go back to Thailand, he'll go back to some third world country where he can live like a king, where the expenses are 80% lower. Like how I moved out of Dubai, because here the expenses are 80% less. And there in Dubai, I was struggling to pay the bills for a 1-bedroom apartment. Here I stay in a private villa. There, what I paid for food, here in Dubai, what I paid for food for 1 day, here that same amount I can take care of myself for 9 days. That also the most delicious fresh food. Internet, phone calls, everything here is, for me, it's free. There I was paying almost like 2,000 dirhams a month. So what I'm trying to say is this rule that I don't know from where they come out with these rules, this 10-year visa, and this is only for rich people. And how many rich people are there? Hardly few. And they don't need this retirement visa. They don't need. They'll go back to their home countries, Sweden, Switzerland, India, Pakistan, wherever, and they live like kings over there. They have their big villas. They live like kings. They don't have to keep 1 million or 2 million locked in the bank. I'm not trying to criticize the government. I know they're coming out with measures and means. If this idea works, great. Personally, common sense, I think they should have an Indian, a Pakistani, a Sri Lankan, a Filipino, an average person in that cabinet so they can give good advice. You have some rich ass who is not experiencing the problem of the day-to-day man, giving all these pieces of advice. Nobody's going to remain, man. Qatar is competing with, Dubai. Whatever Dubai says, Qatar will say, fine, you give 5 visa, I'll give lifetime visa. You give for 1 million, I'll give for 100,000. Because now their egos are clashing. But I'll tell you, nothing beats like going back home. When you have 2 million in the bank, if you make that into rupees, given the fact that today the rupees are the lowest, I think you live like as a king. I don't know from where they come out with these rules. And I can assure you this much. I can assure you, guarantee, all the expats are reading this and laughing their asses off. They want to make fun of this, but they obviously cannot, because you can't criticize anything in the UAE. But this is not me criticizing. This is just me telling you facts. This doesn't make sense. No, 80%, the majority. You think they have 2 million in the bank? You think they have 1 million in the bank? Come on, man. Most of them, they're just living hand to mouth, day after day, month after month, with the increasing rent, increasing prices, increasing school fees, increasing medical bills, insurance, salik and parking fees. How are they going to manage? I just find this absolutely, it's like the world islands. Just all big hype. It's a joke. Seriously, it's a joke. I can assure you, I challenge you, everyone's laughing. All the expats are laughing at this rule. Oh, this new, it's not going to work and they're going to get away with it. Trust me. my open challenge. Just watch. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And thank you, member of Illuminati and Satanism and the devil, saying, "Hail Satan." Put your comments down below and like or dislike, let me know. And if you want to join the Illuminati and Satanism club, please send in your membership requests. This is the president of the Illuminati club signing off. Take care.